Hi, this is Joe again with another movie review. And to keep up with my normal thing of doing reviews of Marilyn Monroe movies, I'm going to be doing the 1956 film Bus Stop. It's going to be by CBS Fox, and of course, this is the movie that a lot of diehard Marilyn Monroe fans consider to be her best acting job. Or say her best performance in any for movies. Now, before I go on, I found out that the day that I'm doing this video, recording and hopefully uploading this video, is which is June 1st, 2016, would have been if Marilyn Monroe had not been killed by the Kennedy brothers. She would have been 90 years old. So happy birthday, Marilyn! And I'm going to dedicate this movie to the life and memory of Marilyn Monroe. Uh, like I said, to the movie in hand, the movie reviewing is Bus Stop. It came out in 1956. And which I also didn't know, the Marilyn Monroe was actually put out for money, and she also was named producer of this film as well. So she had a lot of stake in this film because a lot of her movies, as entertaining as they were not exactly great movies. Even though Marilyn Monroe was hot, she was sexy, she was beautiful, and all that stuff, and all that. One of the early blonde bombshells, other than Jane Mansfield, one of the early blonde bombshells during the 1950s. But most of our movies were pretty much panned by the critics. Even though my last review I did was for Niagara, which is a movie I actually kind of liked, Bus Stop was actually the first Marilyn Monroe movie I've ever seen all the way through. And the first, it was actually the first movie I ever saw of Marilyn Monroe, that Marilyn Monroe did. So it's kind of unique to see her in this role. But like the other movie that I just reviewed on Niagara, this movie actually takes the point of view of not Marilyn per se, but another character. And the character's name was Bo Decker, played by Don Murray in his first movie role. And he plays a character, like I just said, like Bo Decker, who plays a cowboy from Montana, who's on his way from Montana, excuse me, from Montana to Phoenix, Arizona, to compete in the rodeo. And on his way there, they did make a pit stop at Grease's Diner, which, of course, will be important at the end of the movie, at least in that stir of it, which we'll eventually get to. Uh, the movie is so, let's see, like I said, this was Don Murray is Bo Decker, who's going to have Phoenix for a rodeo. And when he gets there, he gets there with this friend and mentor, kind of like a father figure, named Verge. And he tells him, look, I think it's about time that you find yourself a girl and settle down because you're 21 years old now. And so he says, girl, I don't know how to handle girls. I've never been out with a girl before. I said, eventually you're going to find the right girl and bam, as soon as you do something, we put you in a lake and you automatically start swimming. And so you were a horse, instant. And it's going to work that way too with girls. And so, of course, like I said, when you do get to Arizona, the Phoenix, they check in a hotel, and right next door to the hotel, I go over, look in the hotel room, look out the window, and I see this proud Verge sees Marilyn Monroe hanging outside the window of her dressing room. So like, oh, let's go check out this bar next door. So I go to the bar, and meanwhile, Marilyn Monroe was hustling for drinks because she works there. Well, she works in this bar as a saloon singer and waitress. And of course, she can't drink. She has to drink tea because that's all they serve the women are tea. Or should I say, is tea. That's the only thing they serve the women is tea only, and to hustle for drinks to the customers. And that's what she was doing when Bo finally gets into the bar, and he sees her sing. He sees Marilyn Monroe singing, and he instantly falls in love with her and wants to marry her right away. And she was totally not interested in the guy, and because she did appreciate what he did to quiet the crowd down while she was singing, and she thanked him for that, and she said that was it. That's all she was interested in doing, thanking him, and that's it. And then he says to her, "Look, I want to marry you." And he says, come on, you just married me for 2 minutes ago." He said, "Why don't care?" And love at first sight deal. And she was not interested in him at all, and it was really, Bo was really overdoing this. And he says, I don't care what she says. I want to marry her. I'll marry this gal. For the whole thing. Bites her to the rodeo. Got 2 tickets. Her and her friend. To see him in the rodeo. He went to practically every event. And then after the rodeo, it's going to take her to Montana with her. And meanwhile, she wants to go all the way to Hollywood to become famous. And meanwhile, she says, "Well, why don't we trick him? I go to the bus station, you stall him. I go to the bus station and get out of here before he realizes I'm gone." Meanwhile, he follows her to the bus station anyway, ropes her. The iconic scene in the film, ropes her, hijacks her on the bus, and drags her to Montana. And then the bus gets stuck in the snow, and the road is closed, so had to stay overnight at Grace's Diner, which was, like I said, was established early in the film, and which is a legal bus stop. And meanwhile, Bo want to leave Marilyn Monroe. Well, her character's name is, I should say, is Cherie, but Bo couldn't pronounce it like that, so they call it Cherry instead of Cherie. And so he says he still want to leave her alone because she wants to leave and catch another bus where she was in Phoenix or to Hollywood or wherever she wants to go next. And of course, the bus driver says, "Look, I'm gonna tell you pushing this little lady around all night, and what you're doing is wrong, and you shouldn't be treating women like that." It's like, "I don't care. I said I'm in love with her, marrying her, and all that stuff." And meanwhile, they got into the bus driver and Bo got into a big fight, and now he feels like he said, "Okay, give up if you apologize to her." He said, "Okay, I apologize." So while he's apologizing to her, he says such sweet things to her, real suck ups type stuff. They would say real mushy stuff. Uh, and of course, he realizes that Bo told him, I said, "Hey, she had other boyfriends before you. She's not exactly innocent, unlike you are. You're innocent. You've never been with a girl. You never dated a girl. You never even had sex with a girl before, and all that stuff. You're completely innocent. She's not. She's more experienced than you are, and she's a better person than you are." And of course, Bo says to her, "I don't care about the other boyfriend. Uh, I don't care how you got this way. I love you the way you are now, and I don't care how you got that way." And of course, that's when Marilyn broke down and says, "Hey, that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me." And of course, at that point, she realizes that, hey, he actually does have feelings for me, which I never had before with anybody. Maybe you should give him a chance. And then right then and there in that scene, she developed feelings for him, which she never had throughout the rest of for most of the film. And then, of course, that's why they decided to, hey, let's get married anyway. So that's how pretty much the movie goes, and they get on the bus and they go back to Montana. But Verge, the guy who's been with Bo for the whole film, decides to stay there. Stay where Grace's Diner is at the bus stop, and um, that's pretty much how the movie has ended. But most critics, like I said earlier in the film, most critics, like I said earlier in the movie, earlier in the review, that most critics even at the time and even and today, all these years after she had, like I said earlier, been killed by the Kennedys, um, that she, that Bus Stop was her best performance. Mm, you could, a lot of movie critics can debate stuff like this. But for me, I'm not saying that she had a lousy performance, but I like her performance in Niagara better. Of the four movies I've seen her in, I feel that Niagara was the best performance. But stuff she was. I'm not saying she was lousy, but she did a lot of people, except for Verge in this movie. Not, and maybe the bus, maybe some of the other secondary characters, um, they had experience. Even Monroe's character has experience, more life experience than Bo, but Marilyn's character does kind of have naive to a point, but she is experienced, but she is naive and how Bo was brought up and how he was brought up in the ranch and how compared to how she was brought up and how she went through life with a tough life at that point, and Bo didn't have a tough life. Everything came easy to him, except of course finding a girl. He said, "Oh, that's how it is. Okay." And Marin's character does success all that stuff and says, "Hey, um, this guy is a character. He's an over the top character, which Don Murray was. I mean, he wasn't over. He played the character over the top, and he was told to play the character in an over the top way. Um, but he says, hey, this is uh, different. Different. Never had an experience with this with a guy before, because she'd been out with plenty of other guys, and none of them treated her like this. So that's why eventually she broke down and decided to really give Bo a chance, and that's why at the end of the movie she fell in love with him, and then eventually got together at the end of the movie. But unfortunately, you would like to see them get married, see the wedding scene at the end of the film. But that's my one little nitpick. But it is an entertaining film, like most Marilyn Monroe movies are. And this is also a straight out romantic, straight out comedy. And it does have some physical humor in this film. There's one particular scene where Bo, I don't know how the hell he did this. He found out where Marilyn Monroe lives, and he tracks her down, and before they had the parade for the rodeo, he tracks her down to her house, to her apartment, and he's in her bed. He ends up getting into her bedroom. And nowadays, if that happens nowadays, he probably would have been arrested. This is in the early days, in the more innocent days of the 1950s. People just didn't, I'm sure even then, somebody called the police, hey, this guy broke into her apartment. I'm surprised it didn't happen. But only in a movie like this, it wouldn't happen. But anyway, he was starting speaking to her at the Gettysburg Address. Instead of going address, he put address. Thank you. Sorry about the motorcycle there. And of course the landlady says, if you go any further, Mr. Lincoln, you're going to miss the parade. Reason being, they were going to have sex with her. But there was like they had a bunch of lines, funny lines like that, and throughout the course of the movie. But I think they have one recognizable actor that I've seen before. One of the photographers and reporter from Life magazine. I believe he played the husband of Gene Pierce's character in Niagara. I believe he was used again in this film. I said, hey, that guy looks familiar, and realized that was the same actor who was in the movie Niagara. Playing one of the reporters from Life magazine, covering the rodeo. But in terms of the film, I know I got off track a little bit, but I still feel that Niagara is Niagara Bus Stop. It is an entertaining movie. Is it a great movie? No, but it's a good movie if you want to see a decent amount of Monroe film. This one is it. So that's my review of the night of the movie Bus Stop. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. And you can catch all my videos not only my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com, it's OWDY, C.com. The homepage of the Rowdy Reviewer. Check out all of his content on his channel. Not only his TV trash videos, but all of his other content as well. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.